Hello and welcome to Mastering Microsoft Power Query video series. This is video number 4. Here we're going to talk about connection files. What is connection file and how this is going to help me in my day-to-day work? Now remember that when we were connecting to a data set and once we complete the transformation, when we are loading it back to Excel, there were a couple of choices there. Table, pivot chart, and the fourth choice was only create connection. So we are trying to explore that option right now in this video, and let's see what that can do for us. Okay, so what are the tasks we're going to do here is we're going to connect to an Excel data source. We're going to perform some basic transformations and load that transformed data not as a table or a pivot. I want to load that as a connection only, and I want to make use of that connection file and check out, can I call that connection files anywhere I require? If that can happen, then it's going to save a lot of effort for me. Trust me, once we see the process, you will get the idea what we are talking about. So let's get into the action right away. So let's first understand what is the file we are trying to connect here. So we're going to connect to the file which is module 5. So this file has a little bit of issues here. You can see there are blank rows, blank columns, and my order ID is a numerical data, but it is appearing as a text, and my sale date is not appearing as a text. Unit sold is not appearing only with the numbers. It comes along with the word units. So we're going to perform a couple of transformations here, and then we're going to load this back and not as a table, but as a connection. So let's go ahead and do this work. So we're going to close this. First, I want to open a new Excel. And I'm going to close this. Source Excel is not open right now. Let's go ahead to the Power Query editor. So data, get data, launch Power Query editor, and that's going to take us to Power Query editor. Go to new source, file, Excel workbook. I want to connect to the video number 4. The file name is module 5. Import. Now we're going to see the navigation dialog box in which I have to pick up which sheet contains the data. We're going to select that and we're going to click OK, and the data gets loaded up into my Power Query editor. We're going to get rid of those 2 steps, promoting headers and the change type from the bottom to the top way, and we're going to perform the first step, use first row as header, and to handle the blank columns we're going to go for the we're going to go for the choose columns. Before I go for choose columns, we're going to get rid of this change type, choose columns, and I'm going to choose only certain columns here, not everything. I just want the sale date, the unit sold, revenue, cost and goods sold, profit, and the region. The rest of the columns I don't require it, so we're going to click OK. So we have chosen the columns which we needed. Next, we're going to select the entire table to remove the blank rows. We go to the Home tab, Reduce Rows section, Remove Rows, remove blank rows. That is taken care. Now, the next thing we have to deal with is removing this word units from the unit sold. So we're going to select that column and we're going to go to the Transform tab. We're going to go for Replace Values under the Any column. We're going to click on it. It's going to ask you replace values, space, the word units, and replace with nothing. Remember, Power Query is case sensitive. You need to type the exact way how you have it. So we click OK, and that removes the word units from the units column. The rest is all OK. So we're going to select the entire table, Transform tab, detect data type, and we're going to check has it done it properly. All are fine except the sale date. You could see the sale date should appear as a date. It's not appearing as a date. So we're going to go ahead and get that done manually. So we're going to click on the sale date column, click on this 1, 2, 3. It's not a number, it's a date. We're going to click on it. It's going to ask you that, would you like to replace the current step? No, I don't want to replace it. I want to add this as a new step. So that's being done right now. So once everything is set, we're going to rename this query and we're going to give it as central data. Okay, and that's the query name. We are finally going to load it back to Excel, but not as a table. The Home tab, close and load section, close and load to. We got the pop-up, but I don't want to load that as a table or either the pivot table. I want to go for the option only create connection. I want to click OK. So the data is never getting loaded anywhere here. Only the connection is retained with all the transformations are stored. But where it is stored? It is stored in a file called connection file. Okay. So when I right click on this central data under the queries and connections, you can see here export connection file. So I want to click on it and it's going to take me to the default location where it saves. So it's called ODC files, which stands for Office Database Connections. You can save it in any desired location. So I'm going to save it in the download section. And the name is central query central data. You can rename it to anything of your requirement. I'm going to save it and watch it. Once my connection file is exported, I'm not even going to save this result file. I'm going to close it. I'm going to open a new Excel right now. Altogether, we are in new Excel. So let's say I want to access the central data here. I want to create a pivot table for the central data. So year-wise, I want to analyze it. So how do I call that right now? Okay, so what's this? All I have to do is I need a pivot table this time. So I've got to the Insert tab, Pivot Table, and there is something called From External Data Source. I'm going to click on it, and it's going to ask you choose connections. I'm going to go ahead and click on choose connections, and it's going to take me to this window. And here I can go to all connection in this workbook, in this network, in this computer. So in this computer. And I can use my browse button to go ahead and locate my query, the ODC file, the query central data, the connection file basically. I select that and I click open. And then it's going to ask me where do you would love to have the pivot table in the existing sheet or new worksheet. Existing sheet is fine, but I need that to start from A3, not from A1, because we need the space for the report filter. So we're going to choose A3 and we're going to click OK. And now you will have the pivot table from that file, which is module 5, with all the transformations completed, and you can call that data anywhere you want it. Trust me. Okay, all I want is yearly analysis. I want to activate the sale date and activate the revenue, and there is my so let's take my months over here and I can analyze now by year wise and month wise. How's the data? So that is one of the advantage of your connection file. And let me show you one more. So let's say you don't want the pivot, you want the table. So can you get the table? Absolutely yes. I want to close this without saving it. I'm going to open a new Excel, go back to my data tab, and here you can see the button existing connections. I want to click on it. Again, same way, connections in this computer, browse for more, locate your ODC file, which you saved it, which we have kept in the download, choose your connection file, click open. You got the same pop-up again, which you used to get when you close and load. Now you can choose the option table, existing worksheet. There you have your data. And that's the advantage of the connection only and your connection file. All right, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you got the good learning from this video, and we will meet again with another interesting input in the Power Query world. Until then, take care of yourself. Signing off, Hariharan.